What's poppin', y'all? Yo, being friends with Megan Thee Stallion must be hell. Because Glorilla reposts a IG quote on her Instagram story and says, "I'm forever grateful for the heart I have, the way I love, the way I treat people, my pure talent, it's all a blessing." And then the song that's tagged on this is Tory Lanez' YDLR. Now, if you repost a story or if you repost a post that has a song on your story, it will post the song as well. And a bunch of people started going in on her. Now, the first thing that happened actually is that Megan Thee Stallion immediately unfollows her, which just goes to show you what type of sleazeball Megan Thee Stallion is. Because if that's your woman's, right? Why don't you just hit her and be like, yo, like, I just saw this. What's up with this? I mean, girls don't really do that in general. But yeah, like, you could just do that off rip, especially because they're industry friends more than anything else. And some Megan Thee Stallion stans had the nerve to start hopping on social media talking about this girl. She took her on tour. Listen. Hold on. Pump the brakes. The biggest hit that Megan Thee Stallion had last year was with Glorilla. Glorilla had other hits. So Glorilla really gifted Megan Thee Stallion, if we want to be fair here. Megan Thee Stallion did have that song with Yuki Chiba, who actually went by another name. I forgot the previous name that rapper went by. He's a Japanese artist. He's pretty good, I'm not going to lie. And that song did okay, but other than that, Megan Thee Stallion's been dropping duds. Maybe one of them songs gets on the charts, leaves the next week. So the longest charting song that she had last year was with Glorilla, and that was Wanna Be. But if we look at Glorilla's history for last year, there ain't no mystery there. Glorilla's been on a hot streak. She had TGIF, which did 22 weeks on the charts. She had Wanna Be with Megan Thee Stallion. And she had Yeah Glow, which did 25 weeks on the charts. Peaking well above top 40. So she had 3 hit songs in last year, 2024. Meanwhile, Megan had what? 1? Or let's say Glorilla had 2 solo hit songs. Megan Thee Stallion had 0. 0, big fat 0. Now, some people will say, well, Megan's had a number 1 before and Glorilla hasn't. Listen. We're not talking about the past. We're talking about the most recent past. So this notion that Megan Thee Stallion was doing favors for Glorilla, that doesn't add up. So we got to dismiss that. And then you had SZA defending Meg under an IG reel, saying the density, I'm actually so shocked at the amount of people fully comfortable bullying a woman that's proven to be a victim of assault. Like out loud, where either people can see you, LMAO, you finna be stupid out loud? Yeah, people are gonna be. I don't understand why she doesn't talk to people around her about this. Like, why doesn't she talk to Kendrick Lamar and ask him why is he not defending Megan Thee Stallion publicly? She should do that instead of talking to people on social media. But one thing I do like about SZA is she's very, very normal on social media. Like, she'll just randomly, you'll see SZA liking a random post. She doesn't even have a burner. Maybe she's got one of those Finstas that she posts on, but I don't think so. You'll just see her in the comment section of a random place that doesn't even get posted on any blog, and you're like, whoa, that's a little bit odd seeing you here. But she is a regular person as well. So that's just something where it's also funny knowing that she's posting this whilst on tour. So she like on a tour bus and then she gets mad at a Megan Thee Stallion post. But Glorilla gets so much pressure on her that she decides to respond and says, I own internet-ish and I don't do mess. It was an innocent repost. Y'all BSing. Y'all BSing. And they refollowed each other. This was a big nothing burger. However, I will say, listen, Megan Thee Stallion, you cannot stop people from enjoying Tory Lanez music. That's the thing. Like Glorilla, I know for a fact she's listening to Tory Lanez music. She knows ball, as the Young Bucks say. And it feels like Megan Thee Stallion is just at this point where she's terrorizing or attempting to terrorize the whole industry for even playing a Tory Lanez song. Like, she can't even tag a Tory Lanez song. No. Now, she's got to be. I will say, though, that politically speaking, because when you're a public figure, you're all playing the game of politics. It's all a charade. So Glorilla should know better, and she has to think of every post. So she's going to be like, okay, what music is playing on this? Oh, Tory Lanez? Well, Tory Lanez has this around him, and I've done songs with Megan Thee Stallion, and our fan bases are a little bit cross-pollinated. So if I post this and it's got Tory Lanez, I could see some media outlets running with this headline. And if they run with this headline, Megan Thee Stallion's going to get angry at me. This might cause a rupture or a fissure in our relationship, and then now I'm going to have to get on social media and address this, so I probably shouldn't just post this. Or maybe I should just screenshot this quote and then post it to my story directly and put a different song. Now you're probably thinking, yo, who the hell is thinking of all that? That's exactly what I think about. Unless maybe I'm a nutball, I'm a nutcase, I'm paranoid, I'm thinking too many steps ahead. But this is exactly what I'd be thinking. And this is exactly what you should be thinking. Is Glorilla thinking this? Hell no. And this is why I think every post made on an artist, once they get to a certain level of social media, should be approved. Like they should send it out, be like, hey, I'm about to post this. What do you think of this? And then some person, I wouldn't say with a brain because that's wrong. Some person who doesn't have to worry about all of the things that an artist has to worry about on a daily basis should review it, because they have more brain space for things like this, and say, okay, this is the right thing to post, or this is fine, I don't see this conjuring up any problems. But this also works if you want to create conflict and problems. So if Glorilla wanted to go back and forth with Megan Thee Stallion, she should post this and kick it off and be like, yo, I just post something on accident and this girl gets to unfollowing me. I thought we was cool. Now you start a rap beef. I think, frankly, right now, if a female rapper does not like Megan Thee Stallion, and she's a smaller rapper, and she is also a fan of Tory Lanez or believes that he's innocent or whatever, it's time to take aim at Megan Thee Stallion. The only problem with this is, you can't do this because they all share the same audience. A lot of them share a female audience, and there is a rift. It's not like, I think people consider like a female audience within hip-hop to be a monolith, which it's not. It may seem like a monolith because of the vocal minority, but there are a lot that don't like Megan Thee Stallion, not just for a Tory Lanez situation, but they don't like Megan Thee Stallion's behavior in general, with what she was doing with men in the industry, with how she talks, with how she presents herself, perhaps even her music, or also how she beefed with, for instance, Nicki Minaj. A lot of Nicki fans don't really like her because of that either. So she's not in the greatest position, and you could take aim at that. And throwing subs with Tory mention would assist in that, because the public narrative is shifting towards Tory Lanez, which it was just neutral. Everything was over for the past couple of years after he got sentenced, but now it's ran back up to the other side, and it is fishy to me personally, because where were all these journalists? Where were all these congressmen/women? Where were all of these people when this was first happening? Like, why are they around now? And at that point, they were almost, it's really fishy. It rubs me the wrong way. It makes me feel like there is an entity behind Tory Lanez that's very strong and powerful, that's made it their mission to change the circumstance of public opinion and potentially change Tory Lanez's circumstance and try to get him out. Now, I'm not saying that's bad. If it's just, then yeah, get the man out. But when we look at the information, which I will cover in a different video because Megan Thee Stallion's team is scrambling, it doesn't feel like there's anything new that's come out. It's just narratives that are shifting and different outlets that are supporting him. But this isn't a Tory Megan video. This is more so like a Megan Thee Stallion / Glorilla video. And it seems to me that Megan Thee Stallion is really quick to cut people off if they're not in line with everything that she needs them to be in line with. And that sounds like a prison. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Am I tripping, or is Megan Thee Stallion hotter than Glorilla right now? It does not feel that way. I will say that. And the numbers don't say that either. Megan Thee Stallion did drop a song recently. It didn't chart. Didn't really go anywhere. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Go to helloyassine.com. Thank you for watching. Peace.